Dear Chief of Staff, sir, and our guest of honor today, the U.S. Ambassador to Rwanda, the Commander of U.S. Army Horn of Africa, the Deputy Commander, U.S. Army, and my co-director, General Flora, the task force commander, both the substantive and the exercise force commander here present, defense attaches, dear participants to exercise Shared Accord 18. It is an honor for me to stand before you this afternoon and make a few remarks as we conclude the command post exercise Shared Accord 18, which started on the 14th of August 2018. As stressed in the opening speech, the purpose of this exercise was to strengthen our defense forces' capacity and interoperability to effectively perform UN peacekeeping missions. This exercise was set to achieve the following specific objectives. 1, to replicate Joint Task Force Bangui headquarters in order to execute a UN Security Council MINUSCA mandated operations. To exercise Joint Task Force Bangui to conduct operational planning in accordance with the UN standing operating procedures and staff structures. To exercise Joint Task Force Bangui in providing command and control of maneuver forces through crisis action planning. We also had the objective of enhancing participants' ability to plan and conduct reception, staging, onward movement and integration, as well as sustaining the forces and the equipment in the mission area. Sir, with all those objectives, the protection of civilians was the measure of success of this mission. Guests of honor, sir, distinguished guests, after 2 weeks here, I'm happy to report that the above objectives were successfully achieved. The success of this exercise is owed to invaluable support and contribution we received from various institutions and organizations. The RDF, Rwanda Defense Force, and the U.S. Army Africa provided the necessary logistic and financial support for the requirement of this exercise, while countries and organizations represented here sent their best officers to participate. More importantly, the participants have worked tirelessly and collaboratively to meet the objectives of the exercise. Furthermore, sir, participants have used this opportunity and time at Gako to build and strengthen friendship and cooperation, which are the cornerstone for success in peacekeeping operations. To this effect, allow me to quote His Excellency President Paul Kagame on his address to the 38th Southern Africa Economic Development Community, SADC, that was there 2 weeks ago. He said, and I quote, "Today more than ever, collaboration among African countries is not a choice. It is an imperative in real terms." End of quote. Exercise Shared Accord has helped to not only harness this collaboration among African participants, but also to further it even across the African continent, extending it to Europe and the USA. I'm confident that participants are leaving here with a better understanding of the UN system, its peace operations challenges, and have acquired the necessary skills to effectively plan and successfully conduct UN peacekeeping operations at tactical and operational levels as commander or staff. Guest of honor, sir, distinguished invited guests, during the last 2 weeks, there were 4 weekend days, and 2 observed holidays in Rwanda. However, none of these were observed by the CPX participants. I therefore sincerely thank and commend them for their sacrifice and commitment. I have no doubt that they would agree with me that it was a worthwhile effort. After all, the nature and requirement of our profession, as well as the operational environment we work in, seldom require us to make even bigger sacrifices. Before I conclude, sir, permit me to give a piece of advice to the participants. Dear colleagues, you should know that experience, knowledge, and skills gained here will be futile if you kept it to yourselves. You should therefore seize every opportunity to share it widely with others, starting from your brothers in arms. Nonetheless, you should also remember that this CPX has provided you only a bare minimum. You should therefore aim at increasing this knowledge whenever you get the occasion. Finally, gentlemen, participants, and the ladies, remember that the friendship and collaboration you built here at Gako should not be left here. It should be sustained. Please keep the networks alive and ensure that you check on each other regularly. Share your new experiences and all concerns. Share your joys and your jokes as well. Finally, I would like to particularly thank my co-director, Brigadier General Lapte Flora, the Joint Task Force Commander, Brigadier Simon Barwabasire, for supporting me in leading this exercise. I sincerely really enjoyed working with you, generals. I wish everyone a safe journey back to our countries and respective destination.